Kalau mau dibilang tentang music, darah kamu tuh, musikalitas kamu tinggi sekali ya. When you are in your role as a musician, singing, playing instruments, kamu kayak you are into that flow, you know. No one can stop you.
Yeah, I think I'm a geek with music.
So tell me about your morning routine or your ritual yang harus dilakukan oleh seorang Sheryl every day in her life. Apa sih? Kan biasanya mereka tuh punya, orang-orang punya ritual-ritual ya.
Yep. Well, these days, to be honest with you, I have been more of an athlete than I have been a musician. I have been running a lot. Because this year I'm doing a half marathon.
Wow.
So I want to be able to train, and I only started this year, which is in January. That's what I'm working on. I'm tapping into another hobby karena this hobby is saving me from this kind of question, like, what's your routine? Because, like, you know, all you do is music. Yeah, actually, all I've been doing for years is just like waking up, nyalain laptop, main gitar, and like, turns out it's like I have no life. People are like, what do you do other than music? What do you do other than work? I'm just like, apa ya? Kita kan harus bayar token rumah gitu. Jadi kayak ya udah, music it is. Tapi I found another way to channel it. So I run now in the morning.
Every morning?
I try.
Okay.
Like probably like 5 days
out of
in
7.
a week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or not injured kalau setiap hari juga. So I run. I prep my lunch, and then I go through with meetings. Sometimes it's very random actually, and then later on in the day, that's when I usually go in the studio, and then I start working on stuff that are delayed or kekejar deadline. I work on those. I guess it's just around that, kurang lebih.
Kalau orang itu punya ekspektasi kan ya, setiap orang punya ekspektasi gitu. Kita punya ekspektasi, dan apa yang udah kamu kerjain dalam karir kamu di musik selama 10 tahun ke belakang itu diakuin dan dihargai, dinilai, ada nilainya gitu. Terus sekarang kamu mencoba sesuatu yang benar-benar baru, lepas dari major label dan kemudian independently starting your own business from scratch. Dan apa yang kamu lihat dari label yang kamu buat ini ke depan?
Ooh, like my 5-year plan?
Could be.
That's so intense. Like, it's a job interview at this time. Are you gonna invest?
Let me think about it.
Okay. Well, my long-term plan is to, of course, have a POC. Like that's the most legitimate thing, and starting with myself, because I want to be able to, of course, create the stuff that I haven't gotten the opportunity to previously, and really do things my own way first. But along the way, what I want to build is, of course, the label name itself is Safe Space. We are trying to draft up like a few subjects to discuss within Safe Space as well, because I don't want this to just be a label that I built for myself. Could be bisa saja menjadi ruang buat teman-teman musisi lain, ya kan? Bisa juga menjadi apa ya, tempat buat sebuah komunitas. I want to be able to branch it up in that way. Kurang lebih gitu. Do I really know? Not really. I'm still like figuring things out.
Okay, alright. So that part of the self-acceptance, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Dan kalau ngomongin soal musik, di mana kamu hidup dari situ, dan kamu juga sempat main film-film keren.
Thank
Jadi
you.
sekarang kalau ada tawaran film, enggak? Karena udah mau musik.
Terima-terima aja sih.
Oh masih.
Iya, terima kan? Terima. Nah, kayak memang aku aku berharap banyak kalau dari diri aku sendiri. Pastinya kayak tahu juga bahwa profesi aku ini kan memang lebih ke musik gitu. Jadi tidak mengkotak-kotakan juga sih gitu, mengambil genre apa atau gimana Mas. Cuman I would really like to jump into something that is more relatable to, or lebih inline sama apa ya, humor aku. So I do want to play like comedy or you know, something that's actually light, because ya aku tahu lah porsi aku, I'm a musician, so I don't know how far I would be able to like, you know,
Leverage.
exercise
Yeah.
yes my the genres.
Mhm.
But yeah, I wouldn't say no, honestly.
Alright.
Yeah, if
But
the
you are
offer's
mo-
there and the offer's interesting, like why not?
Jadi kamu tapi tetap akan benar-benar ada di musik.
Yeah, because I have a lot of people counting on me,
Iya,
and I don't want to let them down.
betul.
Yeah.
Betul. Terus kalau misalnya inspiration gitu ya.
Mhm.
Karena kamu talenta musiknya juga sangat bagus.
Amin, terima kasih Mas.
Siapakah orang-orang di luaran sana ya? Di luaran tuh berarti bisa di Indonesia dan di luar negeri bisa jadi inspirasi terbaik kamu, to learn from them.
Ooh.
Great people have a great mentor and
Yeah.
coaches, you know.
I really like this book that was written by Rick. I really like Rick Rubin. He made this book where he was explaining about like his songwriting approaches and how he perceives music. I'm paraphrasing, but basically he feels like there is an extent to what we see in the music and what we can do with it. So I think it all comes back to us, to how we want to be able to tackle the music or tackle the industry. And I understood that as saying where I have to trust my gut. Gitu sih. I think he's one of the people that inspires me to create this label as well. Another artist that I feel like has the apa ya, kayak sangat punya literasi dalam pemahaman industri musik gitu, kayak literasi yang baik gitu. Pemahaman itu salah satunya like Pharrell Williams, I feel like has that kind of sense as well. And I think kalau misalkan di sini di Indo, salah satu teman yang menjadi teman diskusi yang baik, meskipun ketemu tuh juga kayak nggak secara intens atau gimana, tapi I would give credit to Mas Tri Wardoyo. He is a manager, and not my manager though, but like he is a artist manager, and he's one of my mentors here in this industry.
Oke.
Yeah.
Kalau lihat dari opportunity berikutnya gitu ya, yang akan kamu explore dalam diri kamu, tapi di satu sisi juga ada energi atau adrenalin as a person in your age, bisa dibilang yang masih mau explore banyak hal.
Yeah.
Bagaimana kamu handle berbagai macam keinginan dalam diri dan kamu melihat opportunity yang ada di luaran sana gitu?
What do you mean by opportunity though?
Any kind of self-exploration.
Any kind of. Wow.
Kayak masih muda, masih pengen macem-macem, tapi ada kesempatan dan melihat segala macam peluang dan ngeberesin dari dalam untuk having this fix thought. Ini aja deh, nggak usah yang ini. This is too much. Ini nggak perlu. Oh, ini yang mesti saya kejar.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do I manage that gitu? Tergantung budget.
Mau berapa lagu? Di kota mana?
Tapi bener dong Mas.
Of course, dong.
Kayak mau banyak hal sih mau ya. I feel like everybody in this world juga they want a lot of things, but like tutup nggak ya? I have to come back to reality gitu. At the end of the day, I have bills to pay, and then at the same time, I feel like I've been able to kind of manage my expectations. That's something that I feel like is a plus point for me today. Kalau dibandingin sama aku 5 tahun yang lalu, kayak aku udah tahu bagaimana cara mengatur ekspektasi aku. Jadi untuk mengelola itu kayak jadi lebih mudah gitu. Aku bisa nahan diri. Oke, kalau misalkan aku mau A, ya A atas pertimbangan apa, tapi gitu. Nggak bisa semuanya itu dalam satu waktu gitu. Meskipun aku masih sering diingetin sama tim aku ya untuk kayak satu-satu gitu. Karena I do work very fast. Cuman sering kali kayak sekarang udah deh, kayaknya ini nggak harus sekarang, ya udah buat nanti aja gitu. Because I feel and trust that the universe will work.